All right, guys, we're at the client's home. We are going to be washing this crazy huge driveway. I'm getting a little pre-soaking mix going on here to lighten up all that dark mold and everything, get it to rise up, because this thing has not been washed in quite a while. I'm about to go start the pressure washer, but just to give you an idea of what we got. I'm gonna try to get decent video and pictures of this before and after. You can see yesterday I already came and did that walkway, so that looks pretty good. But yeah, this is a pretty good amount of cement here, so let's turn this thing on and get rocking and rolling. So literally the most frustrating thing about washing driveways and concrete is getting all this dirty water up. This is like the bane of my existence. This is like probably in the chocolate factory's chocolate river from hell. It is not a good time. So I've already done all that back there, but I still got to get some of those lines up, but pretty decent little clean there. But stay tuned. All I'm doing right here is just getting all this dirty water to flow down that driveway so we can get it all off, because the longer that dirty water just sits on the concrete, the longer it has to just get back into the pores of this concrete. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, unfortunately the rest of that video got cut short because part of my quick connect here just started spewing water because it got damaged, and I didn't know at the time what was going wrong with it, but I found out. Shout out to Sean Weber at Weber Power Washing. I follow his channel, he's awesome. He told me, I didn't know this, but the O-ring inside of that quick connect got damaged, and so he told me about it, and then I did some research and found out how to replace those, and it's super easy. But unfortunately I couldn't focus on the video anymore because I had to break down like my whole rig and start to fix that in real time and just kind of like on the fly. But I did end up going back after I did the job, and I have some video here in a second to show you of what it looks like. And I wasn't super happy with it, but is what it is. I'm trying to grow and, you know, evolve and get better, perfect my craft. So you guys that are pros, give me some more info. Let me know what you think about what I did and how I can improve that driveway, because it didn't come out great. But I learned a lot on that job, and I hope, you know, with a couple of the things I'm showing you guys here, that this will help you, some information I'm giving you about the O-rings, showing you like how I'm going about surface cleaning and all that. But yeah, you guys just let me know what I could do better, and I'll catch you on the next one. Here's what that driveway ended up looking like after.
All right, guys, I ended up coming back the next day to see this concrete. And it looks a lot better than it did, but I'm honestly not super satisfied with how these lines stayed. I put a post-treat house mix on this, but you can still see these lines everywhere. I don't know. I'm not really sure, because I did the sidewalk and those lines did not stay. But I think the dirt was so thick on this concrete, and it probably needed even hotter of a pre-treat mix than I gave it. Pretty much each of these squares, I went this way all the way down, and then I went this way. On every single square I did that same thing. You know, you can see here, they really, so I'm not super satisfied with that. Really want to do better in the future. Doesn't look terrible. I know some of y'all that are pros are probably going to go, dude, I can't believe you left it like that. But honestly, most of it was really wet, and I couldn't tell these lines were going to be left. It really shows up on camera and the video a lot more than it does in person. I feel like it looks like terrible on camera, but in person, those lines are a lot more faded. Yeah, so not super happy with how that came out, but here's the thing. The customer was so happy, and he literally did not question me on anything. I got my first tip since I started this business. He gave me a $50 tip. I came 2 days ago, did a house wash of his whole house. It's about 2,500 square foot. And I did that sidewalk entry leading up to his front door. And they have a back patio that has a concrete slab that I did. Paired all of that with this driveway, I charged $600 for this whole thing. And like I said, he was really happy and he was a great client, and I even told him, I said, if these lines don't go away with this post-treat mix, just call me, because I'm happy to come out and make this right and clean this thing up better if it doesn't end up looking how you want it. And he just seems completely happy. So that's kind of the thing. You generally just want to make sure the customer's happy first and foremost. As long as they're happy, that's all, because we can get so caught up in every little detail, and most of the time your customer isn't sitting there looking at every little square inch of the area you washed. They just kind of see it at a distance that it looks clean and they're happy with it. But I can get so meticulous and so wrapped up in how every little like inch of like a slab of concrete looks, or like every little piece of the siding or whatever it may be. And the most important thing I've learned is, as long as they are happy with the work you did, that's the most important. You can continue to move forward and try to do better and perfect your craft, which I definitely plan on doing and want to do, because I'm not happy with those results I got. But this guy is super happy about the work I did. So really, at the end of the day, that got me paid. I'm going to ask him to leave a good review, and that's all you can ask for. Thank you again for watching. You guys take care. We'll see you on the next one.